All right, welcome everybody. Glad to have you on with me today. We are going to energize your day first. And so let me get my video going. We're going to stretch it out. We're going to do some activation work as always, and we're going to try to hit those major muscle groups, major connective tissues in the body. So what we're going to start with first is just that head and neck area. I like starting there and kind of working down. So the first thing that I want to do is just a shoulder roll forward and backward. Okay, because these shoulders should be nice and mobile, sometimes not as stable as we would like, but we're just trying to draw that little circle right here. Going forward and back, forward, one more time back. Very nice. And I want to keep this bend in our arm like this. And all I want us to do now is push that shoulder forward and then retract it back. So we're going to retract back like this, and then protract forward, retract back, protract forward. So this is really good because we're mobilizing here, but also when we push these shoulders back, we should be squeezing those shoulder blades and packing the lats under here. So we have a lot of muscles that are getting activated at the same time. I like choosing movements that we're kind of getting the best of both worlds, a lot done at one time. Let's come back, forward, and back one last time. Very good. Okay, so next thing that we're going to do, continuing working down the body, I want us to kind of move dynamically on this next one. So I'm going to move back so you can see my body. What I want us to do is kind of reach. We're going to pivot and reach, pivot and reach, pivot and reach, pivot and reach. If you want to add a power component, you can think of it as a punch, whatever you want to do, but just make sure you're getting that full range of motion. And we're twisting that spine a little bit, waking up the hips too. Very nice. Okay, one more each side. We're going over and over. Good. Okay, so the next thing that I want us to do is a little lunge, and it's going to be a lateral lunge. And you'll see how I start. It's just a short range of motion. So we're here. Okay, we have a nice wide stance, and we're going to push one hip back and then just kind of bend a little bit at that knee, push the hip back and bend a little bit at the knee. You can see my range of motion is kind of shortened here. That's because I don't want it to be too intense. I just really want to focus on that hip adductor stretch that you're feeling through here, through that straight leg. Good work, y'all. Come on. Keep moving. Move dynamically, and then we'll get into some holds here soon. Good. One more on each side. Stretch over to the right and stretching to the left. Good. This next thing that we're going to do for that hip complex is we're going to move in every plane of motion that we move through on that hip. So we're going to move forward, to the side, and then back. So we are grounded on this left leg right here. We're keeping this right leg straight, and we're going to go forward, out to the side, and then back. Okay, so forward, you'll feel that hip flex. Out to the side, you'll feel that lateral portion. And then to the back, you'll squeeze that glute as you reach. Here we go. Nice work. We're going to get two more of each of these. Back, and then one more each. Forward, lateral, and moving back. Very nice. So what we're going to do this next time is the same thing, but I want you to make sure that those glutes are on and that core is engaged, because if we're not, we'll be reaching back like this. We'll be over to the side when we kick to the side. And then when we reach back, we're going to kind of reach forward, get into that anterior tilt. So on all of these, you can join me. I'm nice and sturdy. I'm going forward, to the side, and back. And there's no movement here in that core. So you guys join. Forward, side, and back. And sometimes it helps if I kind of palpate, I kind of feel that core and know that I'm engaged. Good. One more on each. Forward, side, and back. Last few that we're gonna do here while we're standing before we get on the ground is just in that head and neck area again. All I want you to do today is rotate over to the side, then rotate to the other side. Nice and easy, pretty simple, but something that we should certainly be able to do. Try to reach towards that delt. And if you're not getting there, this isn't a really overloading exercise. So it's something that you can do every single day just to kind of loosen up. And I always recommend Emily's release classes and foam rolling classes if you're a little tense up here too. One more each side, right, and then left. Okay, I'm gonna change my camera angle just a bit. Go down, and then I'll meet you down on the ground. So I did this one as kind of a cool down yesterday, one of my classes. I think it's one that you guys will kind of enjoy here too. So we're gonna do the pigeon stretch, but today, instead of making that 90-degree angle right here, we're actually gonna bring this lower leg in as much as possible. And then we're still keeping this back leg straight, okay? So my entire thigh is on the ground. My right glute is on the ground, and I'm making contact as much as possible with this straight leg behind me as well. Stand up, chest up, shoulders back. Good, and now we're gonna walk it down. Walk those hands towards the ground and reach, reach, reach. Feel those lats stretch. Those big muscles underneath your armpits, feel them stretch. Good, and we'll walk it back up. Adding to this, and again, getting some rotation, what we're gonna do is close down this back leg as well. So this one, just as close as you can get that lower leg and upper leg, same thing right here. We're gonna bring this hand forward and we're gonna reach underneath like this. So I'm kind of walking those fingers back, and then we're gonna rotate. So you do a little rotation, look up towards those fingertips, and then we're reaching back under, and we're gonna do that 5 times. And I'm walking my fingertips just as far as I possibly can, trying to reach a little bit farther each time. Very nice, that's number 3. We're gonna get 2 more. 4, I like really breathing out when we're looking upward. And 5, good. So let's do that exact same thing and just switch it to the other side. Lower leg and upper leg, kind of squished together. This back leg just as straight as we can possibly get it. And again, we're getting as close to the ground as possible with this leg, glute, and this leg. No worries if you're not necessarily making contact. That's where something like a yoga block or something underneath this leg can really help out, or a towel or whatever you have. So for a few more seconds, we have that nice posture. And then 3, 2, 1, we're walking those hands forward again and reaching. Oh man, this one feels good. Always feel better when I get a little stretch and foam roll session. Really any type of movement in the morning. Makes me feel better throughout the day. A little bit more productive. Good, let's walk them back up. Very nice. Again, we're gonna close this back leg down. So it's like a leg curl. We're coming back right here. We're bringing this hand out and we're reaching underneath that arm. Reach, reach, reach. And then we get that T-spine rotation. Reach, reach, reach. And then looking upward. Very good. That is number 3 of 5. 2 more, y'all. You're doing great. Kind of work at your own pace. Work through your range of motion. Up, last one. Reach, reach, reach. And up. Very good. So what we're going to do on this next one is I want you to be on all 4s. And that's the first step to it. If you feel a little bit stronger today, then you can be on your knees or you can be on your feet. So it's kind of right here on that quadruped position, or you can be in a push-up position. Either way, we're going to work that shoulder retraction that we started with, where we're just pulling back. And what you're going to do is try to move just a ½ inch in like this, then a ½ inch up. This time you have that feedback from the ground, so you can kind of feel that range of motion through that shoulder. This retraction and protraction is 2 ways we can move through that scapula, 2 of 6. And there's actually 17 different attachments just to the scapula. So really complex area that we should take control of. Good, one more down. One more up, very good. We only have one more movement today, and we just worked through that shoulder. I wanna make sure we show some love to the spine one more time. We're just gonna go into a cat-cow here in this quadruped position. So we start right here, we're extended, and then we flex that spine. You can tuck that chin, and then go back to your extension. I want you just to go as fast or slow as you need to, probably a little bit slower the better. Kind of enjoy this last movement we have together. Extend, raise that chin, flex, tuck that chin. I'm gonna do one more of each. Extend up. And we're flexing down. Very nice job, everybody. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too, and I hope you're more energized for your day. Take care, everybody. Remember, I have PVC class here in just a few minutes too, if you want some extra activity. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Nuria. Thanks, Kathleen. Thank you all. Have a good day.